I mean, I really can't think of a better visual representation of what Hollywood is like nowadays, because rather than focusing on delivering a cohesive, compelling performance, they're focusing on shoehorning as many political messages in a hodgepodge slop soup as they can, and they expect you to eat that slop and enjoy it. I mean, to even be eligible for a Best Picture award at the Oscars, you now have to meet their representation and inclusion standards. So this level of forced fake representation is sort of par for the course. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is one of the most monumental achievements in cinema of all time, but if you've seen the movies and you know what the cast looks like, you probably know that it'd be really hard for that trilogy to win 17 Oscars in this day and age. Because in this day and age, the Oscars have decided to prioritize political messaging instead of authentic storytelling.
We hear a lot about courage at shows like this, but telling a story that could get you for telling it is real courage. As you know, there are some countries whose leaders don't support free speech. I'm not at liberty to say which. Let's just leave it at North Korea and CBS. Fortunately, and there are also documentaries where you walk around the White House trying on shoes. Here are the nominees for documentary short film. Oh man, is he going to be mad his wife wasn't nominated for this.
Are you exhausted?
Am I exhausted?
By the state of the world. And knowing every night you've got to say something.
You see me looking in my face and you're exhausted.
No, but I mean,
Yes, I'm exhausted. Of course, it's ridiculous. We live in a ridiculous country. We always lived in a ridiculous country, but it was always ridiculous in a fun Mr. T kind of way.
Right.
Now we've got a different Mr. T. Yeah.
Mr. T. Wow, I didn't think of it as a Mr. T.
Well, you know what? That's one I had to host the show.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. No, I'm not scared.
You're hopeful?
Am I hopeful? I'm always hopeful. Yeah. I'm always hopeful.
Yes, I can't lie. What I told the Oscar will be is exactly what I saw. They are getting slammed online for endless virtual signaling from woke Hollywood filmmakers. When you take a look at someone like Jimmy, he didn't host this year, but because of the TDS in him, he can't even stop. They will always look for a possible way to call the president. Jimmy even went further to mock the first lady. Like, I don't get it. When you take a look at someone like Conan Bryan, he insulted Turning Point USA at a level not seen in a while. It is important. I show you some videos.
Let's talk about this pin, Jane Fonda. Lock the merger.
Why? We have to try. Yeah, the mergers are going to be bad for workers. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. We're going to have higher prices. We're going to have political control over what we do. You know, that's why Hegseth said, the Secretary of Defense, he said we can't have, CNN can't come soon enough to be under the control of Paramount, because we know that Trump wants to hurt. I mean, I slept with the guy that created it.
You did.
I have a personal stake in it.
Talk about that. When like you said, when you hear Hegseth say something like that, and the days of Mr. Turner creating CNN to be the news source, the trusted news source.
Trusted. It did not take positions. It reported the news and to see what's happening. And so we have to stop.
Have you reached out to Ellison or Zasloff?
No, I did have many conversations with Ted Sarandos about it, because he and I are friends. And this was, this was any merger, not necessarily just the Paramount merger, but the Paramount merger is really problematic because, they've already, in order to get the permission to do the merger, they had to cave to what Trump wanted, which was anyway. But we're going to win. We're going to win.
And without fail, the Oscars 2026 was exactly what I thought it was going to be. A political propaganda fest sprinkled with wokeness. I'm glad I had a barf bag next to me because I used it a few times. Now, this first person I'm going to show you, I think in Hollywood suffers from Trump derangement syndrome the most. Actually, it's a tie between him and Rosie O'Donnell, and that's none other than...
Let's talk about your Palestine remark. People really didn't talk politics this year, but you did.
I did, I think.
And why was it important for you?
Because I think it's important to understand and to bring awareness that you can do both. You can be part of the movie-making community, which is an important community, and also be a citizen that uses this huge speaker to denounce what one thinks it's injustice. And in this case, that is still going on because what is so-called the ceasefire, since that moment, 600 people have been murdered, half of them children. What is going on in the West Bank, the abuse of civil rights and human rights. And
it's the first time since 2012, that there are no British actors nominated for Best Actor.
Jane Fonda is known for this. This is actually not the very first time she's doing this. You know, these people turn the whole award show into passing political messages. I don't get it. These award shows have turned into something else. The essence of this show is to entertain people, give award to people, not into passing political messages. If you notice, anything linking to Hollywood is now becoming like this. Celebrities in the music industry, they're doing all this. And it is making a lot of people not to be interested into this. Like I'm telling you, there are a lot of people that don't even know that these award shows are taking place simply because it is losing value over time as a result of some of these special singers that they always want to pass every single time. It gets boring at some point. I don't know if they realize this. I've been reporting on this now for years. It is getting worse every single time. It's not getting any better. I thought some here, maybe like today, I thought maybe they will just correct, there will not be, these political, but everywhere was full with things like this.
I want to ask you about the pin you're wearing, and you're wearing one too. Can you tell us about choosing to wear these pins today?
Yes, so this pin is a collaboration with an artist called Shepherd Fairy. It's artists for ceasefire, and we're demanding...
Brother, my sister's here.
I believe you've seen this one. Ceasefire. Have you noticed that during this Oscar, you will not see these people talking about Iran? They go back to Palestine. That is just what they're doing. Then I begin to ask myself, are these people less human? Or why is it that there's no outreach like they used to do? At some point, one is bound to ask these questions. I think I'm going to end here. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
Anniversary of the Oscars So White campaign, someone must wear a ribbon that says, "We won." Just as a way to remind progressives, hey, you're progressive.
Also went all out on the buffet. They're just hearkening back to our founders. As Paul Revere declared on his famous ride, one if by surf, two if by turf.
What is this, my 600-pound Defense Department?
It's nutty as hell. Yeah. And you're right. Every day is something new. And it's, I was thinking about it yesterday because I thought...
Set back to the idea of an expertise denigrated while...
The trap that Trump laid in the State of the Union address. And the Democrats didn't stand. I mean, obviously, it's a deliberate trap.
Yeah. I think you and I agree on this is all
through to get here. Trump, go Trump! Hey Murphy, you're scumbag. Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. This is a sick person. The first lady.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so
disgusting.
Of course, he chose who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there.
Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. All of them got their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either of those two, I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Viral Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home, it's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
so amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
When you think it can't get anywhere.